Good morning. It is a beautiful day here in North Carolina, and today I'm going to talk about 5 items you should have with you when you travel as a wildlife photographer. If you stay to the end, I will give you one bonus item that I think is very important for most wildlife photographers. So come along and enjoy this adventure. Well, I want to talk about 5 items that I think it's very important for every wildlife photographer to have with. These are things that I've learned to have with me because it can be very frustrating sometimes if you don't have them or if you have to try and find them out in the real world somewheres. And one thing that is very frustrating to me is charging my devices, my computer, my camera, my cell phones, my smartwatch, my earbuds, other things like something else I'm going to talk about is battery backups. It can be very frustrating because a lot of hotel rooms only have one plug in the bedroom area, and then they have a plug in the bathroom area. And if you have to use a device like a battery charger like this here that takes up both plugs there, you can, especially if you're sharing a room with somebody, it can be very frustrating. So you want to make your life as easy as possible. This device here has 2 USB-C ports, 3 USB 3 ports. And I use this USB-C ports to run my computer and charge my camera, and then the USB 3 ports, I use that to charge my other devices, such as my smartwatch, earbuds, my phone. I also bring a device like this with me. This is my wireless charging. This goes into my checked luggage usually, and this is something that will take one port and will charge my cell phone, my smartwatch, and my earbuds. And just having something like this can make a lot of difference in your life. Now, if you're going to a country that uses different plugs than you do, having a device like this here can really help you. This device here converts the plug from whatever country you're in into the plug that you use at your house. And this can be very handy. Now, this little device here does not convert the electricity. But if you're using a device like this, if you're using a device like this, if you're using a power connector for your computer, that will convert the power to whatever your device needs. So that's one of the reasons why I like these little devices here. Now, you can get 3 of these on Amazon. I think they're less than $15. And usually what I do is I get 6 of these. And the reason why I get so many of them is that if you're in a situation where you have to share a room with somebody, if you got one plug in the bathroom and one plug in the bedroom area, that is potentially 4 plugs that you can have. And let me tell you from personal experience, somebody will forget something like this and they'll need you to get this for them. So, or you might have to stop somewhere. So having it with you can help you a lot. I also get these ones like this here. This one has an extension cord on it so that you can put this away from the plug a little bit and have a little bit of room there so that you have a little bit different. I also use these long USB-C cords. This one here is 6 feet long. They do a relatively good job charging your phone and doing that kind of stuff. So having something like this can make your life a lot easier when you're out there in the wild. Item number 2 is a battery backup. And as soon as I picked this thing up, I realized this is my battery backup that I use here in North Carolina. I have a bigger one that I use for flying, but it's important to have some kind of battery backup with you. And the reason why I think it's important is, first and foremost, you never plug your phone into an unknown port. So if you're at the airport and there's one of those charging stations there where they have like 35 plugs plugged into it and you can charge your watch or whatever, you don't know what somebody's done to that could potentially hurt your phone or something like that. The other thing about this thing is it's convenient. You have this in your pocket, it's charging your phone while it's in your pocket. It's just convenient to have. And this is important too, because if you're in a situation where you get stuck at an airport for 15 hours and you can't get into a hotel, having something like this will charge your essential devices. I can run my computer off of this for about 15 minutes. I can charge my camera once with this one here. My other one, I can charge my camera twice. I can charge my cell phone twice with this. With the other one, I can charge my cell phone 4 times. So having something like this can allow you to have contact with people, or use your phones if you want to play games, or if you're stuck in the airport for 15 hours, you're going to want to either watch videos or play games or something like that just to make the time pass. And also too, if your credit card is on your cell phone, you don't want to be in a situation where you don't have power. So having something like this, and with the charging cables with you, it's very important to have this with you. Well, one thing that I think everybody should have is some kind of tool. Now, I gotta tell you, I have carried all kinds of Allen wrenches with me, screwdrivers, all kinds of things, and I find that all that stuff can be inconvenient to carry. So having everything in one place is convenient. So I use this multi-tool. This is made by Leatherman. It's a skeletonized multi-tool. It has a pair of pliers, wire cutters. This one only has a knife on it. Is the only other tool that's on it, and it's got a pretty sharp knife here. It's a lock blade knife, and it also has a bit driver, and that's one of the reasons why I got it. I didn't want one of those big obnoxious knives there. And you can buy these little sleeves here that have Phillips head screwdrivers, Allen screwdrivers, things like that. So you can fix something in the field. Your tripod, a bolt loosens up on your tripod. You can tighten it up with this. You need to, tighten up a screw or something like that. That's what this is for, to keep you out in the woods a little bit longer. And having a device like this can be really handy. Now this one's a little bit expensive with the pouch, with the extra tools. I think it cost me somewhere around $100. But like I said, this is not something I hang off my belt. It's usually in my backpack, and if I need it, it's there. You're not going to get on an airplane with this. You're going to have to put this in your checked luggage. But this is something that I think, as a wildlife photographer, you should have with you. Item number 4, I think, is really important to have when you're traveling, and that's a flashlight. I can't tell you how many times a flashlight like this has made my life so much easier. Now this one here is rechargeable, so that means I can run it off this battery here if push came to shove. This flashlight I bought probably 6 or 7 years ago, and I believe it can, at full power, it can run for like 2 hours, and if you use the second level power, it can run for 6 or 8 hours. I wouldn't test it with this particular one. I am going to buy a new battery for this, but these are really good to have. This one's made out of some kind of aircraft aluminum. It's got a magnet on the end so you can stick it to metal. This can make a big difference in your day. You get a flat tire, you stay out there and you're looking for a bird, and you see the sun setting, and you say, well, I can spend another 15 minutes here looking for the bird, or I better start walking out. Having a flashlight like this will let you see to where you're going and how and what's in front of you. If you're out looking for owls, having a little light like this can make a big difference. And like I said, this is rechargeable, but if push came to shove, I can always put an AA battery inside this and run it off of this too. So having a little flashlight like this is real important. It's lightweight and easy to have with you. Well, the next item I want to talk about is what I call camera hygiene. You need some wipes to clean your lens off. I buy these Zeiss wipes here. I have bought cheaper ones there that have an obnoxious smell, but these Zeiss ones are inexpensive. I think they're less than $6 for like 50 of them, and I carry probably 20 or 30 of these with me. And I can tell you, once you start cleaning your lenses or something like that, somebody's going to ask you if you have one, if you're with a group of people. I carry a blower to blow off any dirt that might be on my camera lenses or on my sensor or my camera. This can be a lifesaver when it comes to it. I also carry a large lens cloth so that I can wipe anything off my camera. I can also use this to wipe any dirt or water that may be on the outside of my lens or outside of my binoculars. And the last thing that's part of my camera hygiene is a sensor cleaning kit. These are really inexpensive, and what this can do is allow you to clean your sensor. If there's a spot you notice that's on your sensor and you're out in the middle of nowheres, you can use something like this to clean it. This is incredibly light, incredibly easy to have. You can throw this in your checked luggage and just have it there with you. You don't have to worry about carrying this out in the field, or put it in your backpack and have it there. And these couple of items here can make a huge difference and keep you in the woods a little bit longer. Well, I told you if you stay to the end, you would get a bonus item. And the bonus item is some kind of local grocery store bag. These are reusable bags here. And the reason why I say this is that a lot of places in the world, you can not get one-use bags anymore. You have to have something like this here. And the problem that you run into is, I was in Brazil and I didn't have something like this, and when I went to the local grocery store to buy some snacks and water and stuff like that, I had to buy a bag, and I think I paid more for the bag than for the stuff that I put into the bag. So having something like this is convenient. It's also great for if you're going out somewhere late in the day and you're going to eat out there, you can carry your food in a bag like this, and then when you're done with your stuff, you can throw your garbage in this, fold it up really easy. And if you have to throw it away for whatever reason, these things only cost about $1 if you buy at your local store. So they're great to have, easy to pack up, just something that you should have with you, and it's just convenient when you have it. So I'm going to end the video there. If you got anything out of this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please leave your comments below. Subscribe to this channel because that really helps us in YouTube world. Become a Patreon supporter. Your support allows us to keep doing this. My name is Sean Leahy, and thank you for watching.